Hello and good morning, everyone. Long time no freaking see. My name is MrAlphamega, and today I want to give you guys a little bit of a room tour. Because I feel like I haven't done that yet, and I feel like my setup is at a place where I think I can do a proper room setup. It's nowhere near done. Like, I have so many more things that I want to do with my PC. For example, I want to get a new... I'll explain to you that later. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go hop into the shower, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to unpack all my wheel stuff, and I'm going to clean up my room a little bit so that it's ready for the room tour. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do now. So let me just get in the shower, and then I'll be with you when I come back. I bet you that's the quickest shower you've ever seen anyone do. Anyways, I forgot to tell you guys, it is so hot here. Yesterday it peaked at 30 degrees. Oh my god. When I came back from Wales, it was like 12 degrees and cold and rainy and stuff. And then I went on the plane, and then when we came off the plane, it was like, whoa, oh, it's like, oh my god, it was so hot. Anyways, I'm gonna go clean up now, and I guess I'll see you when I'm done. Alright, there we go. I have finished my shower and my cleaning up my room. So I guess now it is time for, you guessed it, the room tour. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start and I'm just gonna move that way. The reason why I'm wearing a bandana, because it's actually a really good idea to hold up your hair, because my hair just slops forward and this keeps it up, which is awesome. And this is the closest thing I had. So anyways, yeah, don't judge me. Here we go. Alright, so here you have got my bed, the famous Dutch patriotic flag, and you've got a lamp thing. This thing is my savior. It is so cool. Basically, it's right next to my bed. I drilled it in, and look, it can go really high intensity and then super low intensity. I use this every single day. Over here you have got a sketchy plug because it's an old house. You've got my iPhone charger, you've got an adapter for my laptop charger, which I don't use anymore, and that's for the light. A bunch of pillows, duvet. I don't make my bed in the morning because I'm just gonna mess it up at night anyways. But it's the awesome thing. Right, and the mirror. Hello. How are you doing? Very good. I've got some pictures, some nostalgic pictures, more nostalgic pictures. Over here you have got my shoes. I've got some drawers down there which are extremely useful. Alright, here we go. We have some Kleenex. We've got some cables, some school stuff, more deodorant. We've got my remotes for my PlayStation 3. We've got my external hard drive, whatever, all that kind of stuff, books, stuff. Here you've got the main chair, my favorite chair. And then over here you've got what I see when I'm gaming. These plank things. My dad made those for me. I've modified my sound system, and usually I had these. These came with my sound system, but instead my dad had these. Oh, the post is straight. There we go. But my dad had these lying around, so I attached them all to this sound system thingy. It's awesome. It keeps on turning on though. Really, there we go. And you've got my PS3, my just Samsung normal TV, and with its remote. However, my PS3 it stopped working. It won't connect to the. It doesn't want to connect to the TV anymore. I don't know why, but it just doesn't want to. I think it has something to do with me plugging it to another TV and I wasn't happy. Anyways, I've got my lamp with a Santa hat on it and my Grand Theft Auto. That's what I wanted to play, but then it's not right. Grr. Anyways, I've got a baseball bat, which actually just foam. It's actually pretty hard. Oh, I keep it nearby just in case, you know, a rapist A bunch of cables. Here you've got a giant Desperados blow-up bottle, which I've just got lying around. I've got my fat boy with my more pillows and soft toys. Then over here you've got my school bag. It is just a normal Dakine bag. Let me just show you that. There you go. Just very standard. In the front, I've normally got some PE clothes or some clothes for theater, and my lunch and stuff like that. Here I've got calculator, glasses, and then inside I've got all my books. Shit comes and then I've got Goofy, and then my window, my beautiful view, and some other stuff. Anyways, let's move on to the big thing. So this is the area where I would normally do my school stuff. So here we go. We've got some books, some paper, Random Dragon, some mint, some other shiznits. Yeah, we've got a clock which I use every single day. It is so useful. And this is the box which I will talk about later. Alright, let's move around. Here we have a pencil holder, a clock, which I don't use, some things. Here's my globe, but the lamp just won't work. It's super duper annoying, and it's actually about to fall off, so let's pull you back. This is my favorite water bottle ever. I bought it. It was originally like for a bike race. I got this, and it is an amazing bottle. I have it next to my setup all the time. Got my passport. Don't you love it when your camera stops recording because it ran out of storage? Yay! Anyways, as I was saying, I've got my standard Apple earphones. I use these every day. They are a replacement for the moment for my AJs4, which unfortunately broke. As you probably know from previous vlogs, I've got sticky notes everywhere to remind me of all sorts of things. Hole puncher in here. I've got a couple of pens and some other stuff. And here you've got the Yeti Blue microphone. Sound system I'll talk about later. So I'll show you the bigger picture. This is what I see when I'm sitting down in this chair. So let's talk about the chair first of all. Here we go. You've got the chair. It's very standard IKEA stuff. Here you've got a lever so you can go up and down. I don't know what that's for. It's nice, it's comfortable, that's all I really care about. Alright, next let's look at the mouse. This is the box. It's the MX 2002 I think. It was extremely cheap. It was something like 23 euros or something like that. And it is amazing. It is high quality. It's high quality stuff. It does wear out after a while though. Yeah, a little bit, but then again, not that much. This thing is freaking awesome. I mean, this is high quality stuff. It's really heavy. It's got a braided cable. It's from Perix. It was extremely cheap. It was freaking awesome. Yeah. So check that out. I've just got a Perix gaming mouse pad. It's pretty shit. It wears out like everywhere, as you can see. So I need to get a new of that, but I'll talk about what I want to get later on. You've got my Yeti Blue microphone. I keep this over here because this thing is huge, so I can't like have it here. Then we've got my keyboard. I forgot what this is called. It's just another Perix keyboard. It's pretty shite, I'm not gonna lie. It's extremely loud, and it's not even like, I wouldn't call it mechanical. It just has, can you hear that? Just standard office keys. It's alright. I mean, I was on a budget, so. And here I've got my pride and glory. I am a sound whore, so I bought these. These are the Audio-Technica's ATH-M50s, and I've got a little stand for them here because they're annoying if they're like in here all the time. Let's move on to my monitors here. I've got BenQ's Sense i3s. They're just normal desktop monitors. They're not anything special. No, they're not anything special. I just bought them secondhand from someone for like 60 bucks for both of them. Because once again, I was on a budget. This one looks better than that one. So this is I always have my left as my primary monitor, so that's what I've got as well. So yeah, so this is where I do my editing. I use Premiere Pro and Photoshop for thumbnails and editing. Then over here, I've got my budget webcam. It's from Trust. It just says it's HD 720p, which it is. It does its job. I mean, as you can see with the vlog, it's not great, but you know, for small gameplay, it's freaking awesome. Alrighty then. Let's move on to the sound system then, I guess. Alright, so first of all, let me sit down here so I can explain to you better. This thing is from Creative. It is my sound controller, which I can do from here. Normally I just use my mouse. These two, volume up, volume down. It's super duper cool. But I can also just do it with this. I'll have my headphones in here, or I can plug it out and then it just plays through the speakers. Very simple. I just plug them back in, and then you've got my bass volume at which I want it. Obviously, that has nothing to do with the headphones. So let's look at the speakers that I've got at the moment. So right now I've got these Creative speakers. They are really, really good. They do its job. I've got it on a book, so it's not lying directly on the table, because that just caused more vibrations and nasty noises. Then I've got another one over here. Then let's go down for my sound system. Here you've got my subwoofer, Alexa, and in the back, I don't know if you can see, but all these things plug into it. That's great. I've got a random lunchbox in the car for dusting. Alright. And then here, this thing I don't really use anymore, but I used to use it all the time. This I use when it's cold for my feet. My feet get cold really, really easily, and so do my hands. If I have this thing on for like 2 minutes, it gets super duper hot in here. This thing is super useful. I suggest getting one of those, because gaming with cold fingers is a pain in the ass. Alright, so here you've got my... It stopped recording again. Anyways, here you've got my PC. It is AMD based, as you can see. Now, I'll talk about what I want to improve about later. But anyways, you can kind of see all the cables back there. Cable management, it's not great, but it is probably the best I can do with the desk situation that I've got. So yeah. Alright, so I'll come back to this setup later. Let's move on. I've got a cheeky cookie here. I've got some more school stuff. I've got draws. This is where I have super saturated. And I've got some warranty stuff. And then down here, I've got all my tech stuff. Well, not really, but I've got all my wires, my old phone, just in case. Oh, I've got a laser pointer. Alright. And I've got my old camera. It has 8 megapixels back then. That was insane. I've got a model boat, which my dad got for me. I've got an Marvel Avengers Assemble. I got this in not in Edinburgh, in Stratford. Here you've just got a whiteboard, which I hang all my stuff on. Oh yeah, I forgot about my lighting. Oh yeah, I've got a calculator. That's pretty cool. I've got this light which I shine on me when I'm recording. Not always though, and then I've got this light which lights the rest of my desk. Yeah, just a stand for my headphones. I've got all this crap lying around. I've just popped my coins, my keys on here. I've got a random whale's bow tie and my axe, random lighter. I do collect lighters, although I don't even smoke, so I don't know why. But yeah, I do. This is just a little bit of them. More axe, water bottle, Book B award, mint stuff, really cool. iPhone clock. Holy shit, it still works. My iPhone, oh shit, that's heavy. My iPhone box for my iPhone 6 Plus. And here you've got all my clothes. I do have a light in here. There you go. I've got well, not all my clothes. There you go. There's some more stuff up there. And down here, I've got a filing cabinet with my suit shoes on it, that kind of stuff. And then here you've got my clothes. And then down here you have got my weights, and some bags, and some posters, and that good stuff. Oh, I think that's it. So right now I'm going to talk about what I want to improve about my setup. So my setup I'm really happy with right now, but there are definitely some things that I want to change. The first thing I probably want to change is probably getting a stand for my mic. I'll probably attach that part of the desk, and then it'll go like that and like that, and then I'll be able to move it up and down so that it will be hanging and I don't have to have this giant thing just kind of standing there. It's kind of annoying. Alright, that's probably the first thing I want to do. The second thing is I probably want to get a new keyboard, because this one, it's okay, it's not bad, it does the job, but it's loud and it doesn't even have that nice of a keys. But I think when my microphone is hanging down, it won't make that much noise, so I'll probably want to get like a good mechanical keyboard or something like so. Then I probably want to get a new mouse pad. A new mouse pad would be nice, and then maybe after that a new pair of monitors, because these aren't the best, and probably a new webcam as well, but that's further in when I have time to do that, and money, of course, because that all costs money. So yeah, so probably the microphone is probably the soonest thing I'm going to do, then it's probably keyboard, then it's mouse pad, and then maybe if I have time and money, I'll maybe buy some new monitors and a webcam. But that's really not on my high priority list for my setup right now. And then probably what I want to do on the side as well is I would like to get a 1 terabyte SSD for this baby, to store all my footage in. And then also a new graphics card, because my graphics card is shite. I've got a R200 series from AMD. It is super duper bad. It's like that big. I mean, it's alright. So the reason why I've got this plugged in before I get back to what I was talking about is because my camera constantly keeps on running out of footage. I mean, out of storage. So anyway, let's get back to the graphics card. It's really bad. It's not pretty bad. It's the R200 series. It's super duper basic. I mean, I can run Minecraft on it. I can run stuff like Terraria on it. But when I try to run high performance games, so stuff like I tried to run Sleeping Dogs, which isn't even that bad, and I tried to run Alien Isolation. I tried to record Alien Isolation on the lowest settings, and then again it was just not having it. So that's probably at the same priority as getting a microphone stand, probably around the same-ish. Alright then, and in here I've got a pretty good CPU. I don't know all the specs. It was pretty cheap. It was pre-built for me. I just don't have time to make it myself. I just can't afford, I couldn't afford, and I still can't afford to make any mistakes with this thing. I mean, I think I can replace a graphics card and install a SSD, but that's probably about it. I've got a kick-ass motherboard, I've got a kick-ass CPU. The only thing I need to get in here now is probably some more memory and probably a new graphics card. That's probably that's pretty high on my priority list as well. But the first thing I need to buy is a new laptop, because my old laptop, it just completely stopped working. It was like no, and I'm going to need that very quickly because I have an extended essay which I need to write, and I have also geography IA which I need to complete very soon. So I need that so I can work as well on it as school and as here, and I'd probably use OneDrive because Google Drive is shit, and I'd probably use OneDrive with Word, with my Office 365. I bought that for my dad bought that for the whole family, so that's a brilliant idea. By the way, guys, the case is from Corsair. Corsair is amazing. I mean, you can't go wrong with Corsair. So yeah. So I think that's gonna do it for today, guys. I'm pretty sure that is all of my setup. If you have any suggestions for me, if you know what to do about the whole PS3 thing, I just can't connect it to my TV. Sometimes it says no signal, other times it says this mode is not supported. What does that mean? Do you guys know? Do you guys have any suggestions for graphics card? For any cheap good graphics cards I should get, or any good SSDs? Do you guys have any good suggestions for some mechanical keyboards which are affordable? And of course the same with the mouse mat and the stand. Actually, I already know what stand I'm gonna get. It's the Rode, it's standard. But oh yes, duh, I need to talk to you guys about that. I almost ended the vlog there. I have a lot of revision to do. Exams are coming up. It is Thursday. Next week, in a week, I'm going to have study leave, 1 day study leave, and then on the Friday, so tomorrow in a week, my first exam. Oh jeez. Tomorrow in a week, so next Friday, I'm going to have my first 2 exams. So for the next 3 weeks, I probably won't be able to vlog or edit any videos because I'm just going to be super busy with exams. I hope you guys understand, and I realize that I'm really terrible with this at the moment. But yeah, I'm just sorry about that. I really wish that I could do something about that, but exams take priority. So there you go, guys. I want to thank you faces once again for watching, and I will see you in the next one, hopefully very soon. Good and bye!